I have a ton of confidence in the top 5 teams in my top 25. I think they're going to have great seasons, but a disaster season could still very much occur for each of these 5 teams. Let's look at what that might look like. LSU has a lot of things to get excited about. Blake Baker's headed to year 2 with this defense. The offense has been pretty prolific and returns their signal caller Garrett Nussmeier for his senior season, but maybe Nussmeier doesn't make the leap they're hoping he will, and the offense is mediocre without the great skill players they had last season, and then maybe the defense under Blake Baker just never materializes this year. It would result in another disappointing, maybe 8-4 season under Brian Kelly, and just create doubt about his future with the program. LSU not making that leap they were trying to make. Notre Dame leaned pretty heavily on a fantastic defense last season. Their offense was pretty one-dimensional at times. They're hoping that changes this year, but what happens if CJ Carr or Kenny Minchey doesn't take the reins of the offense and they don't really improve their passing game and they result in a couple disastrous losses like the one they had versus Northern Illinois last year and they end up just missing the playoffs entirely? Texas has a number of things that can go wrong. They have a lot that can go right with their talent level they have. They have some elite defenders, but there could be some holes on that defense. What if the secondary isn't up to par in the SEC? And what if the grind of the SEC schedule actually gets to them this season? And more importantly, what if Arch Manning isn't able to live up to what the high expectations are for him? And maybe he struggles with turnovers. Maybe Texas ends up finding themselves losing a couple of games and not being in that prime position they were in last season, probably missing the playoffs in this scenario. Last season, we kind of got a taste of what a disaster season might look like for Alabama. So really, you just have to replicate a few of those things that didn't go well for them last season, like the defense being extremely inconsistent and vulnerable to just getting torched through the air, their quarterback play being very inconsistent as well, and downright bad at times, costing them some football games. That would result in another disappointing year, maybe an 8-4 season, and more importantly, create a ton of doubt around Kalen DeBoer's future with the Crimson Tide. And finally, there's Penn State. The Nittany Lions are a team that think they can make a genuine run this season. But what happens if they come up short once again versus Oregon and Ohio State and they just can't win those big games? And then on top of that, maybe they even drop another weird one to like Iowa or Northwestern or something horrible like that. And it just results in a sour taste in the mouth and then genuine questions about how long is too long to give James Franklin to try and find a way to beat these top tier teams. If they can't beat them this year when they have everything coming back, will they ever beat them?